どうも、ありがとう。よー、もう一度どうぞ。よー、また。
I think you said something about a cat.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm Brad Meyer, restaurant critic for the Conroe Courier.
I'm Mark Hayter. I have no idea who I am now.
Absolutely. We went to Shogun Japanese Steakhouse in Conroe for lunch.
Yeah, you know, it's the third Japanese place we've been to. I've only been to 3 Japanese places in my life, and this one was the 3rd one. Liked it. But you know, one thing I wanted to say about this place, Shogun, it's right behind, I don't know if you're familiar with Taco Bueno. See, that's another ethnic place. And Whataburger in Conroe on 105, it's right behind them over there, in case anybody's looking.
This has been a geography lesson by Mark.
Well, I think people need to know where the places are.
Well, absolutely. And actually, there are several Shogun Steakhouses in the greater Houston, Conroe, Montgomery County area. You can take your pick.
Not only did I not know that, I didn't even know it was a steakhouse.
Yeah, they have the hibachi-style cooking where the chefs do that sort of grilling. But when we went there, not a soul was sitting at those tables. Nobody was doing it. Everybody was sitting over in the traditional restaurant.
They were. I was impressed. And you know, the other thing I was impressed about when we went in here, Brad, was bamboo.
Lots of bamboo.
Bamboo. I was walking on bamboo. I was sitting on bamboo. Bamboo was on the wall. Bamboo chandelier. And Brad, if somebody had released a herd of pandas, we would have ended up being desert, if you know what I mean.
I think you're right. I think you're right. But actually, you know, the restaurant is a traditional Japanese steakhouse. They also are big into sushi, which is probably one of your favorites. I don't eat sushi. I'm of the opinion if you're not cooking it, then something must be wrong with it, and it's bait.
You'll catch something. The only thing I eat raw is pork, and that I don't.
Yeah, no, he really doesn't do that because it's not healthy. Don't do that.
Don't do that at home.
Absolutely. But you know, the place has a good reputation. It's clean. It's orderly. Pretty nondescript, actually.
It was. Our waitress was very nice. Our hostess, I had a little trouble understanding her, but she was nice. I think it's bad, though, when the waitress asked, "Where do you want to sit?" And Brad said, "I don't know where I want to sit," because I'd never been there before. You'd never been there before.
Well, I've been there before.
You had, so you knew where to sit.
No, I didn't know where to sit. How am I supposed to know where the stations are set up? You know, you should not rely on the patrons to have the lay of the land of your business plan. That's just my plan. But we went and we looked and we both ordered what, bento boxes.
Bento boxes.
What are bento boxes, Mark?
They were rectangular plates, is my understanding, with little divisions in them.
Sort of like airline food.
Well, I wouldn't know that because I don't eat much airline food. Now they don't even give you peanuts, I don't think. But Brad, each square, I mean, I had different stuff in it, and they put a odd sauce in the corner of each. I mean, this thing was sauce rich.
Yeah.
And each one of those sauces on my plate had a very strange taste to it. And this is a guy, by the way, don't go by me with respect to Japanese sauces not tasting
Don't
good.
go by him in a lot of cases.
Yeah, even eating the restaurants and stuff like that. But the thing is, I grew up eating tuna fish sandwiches for every lunch and biscotti and Vienna sausages for supper. So, you know, when it comes to a Japanese sauce, when I eat it and it tastes strange, there's a reason for that.
Absolutely. But nonetheless, the food there is actually pretty good. Service was pretty good. They were out of coffee, though.
That was, you know...
A little disconcerting. How can a restaurant be out of coffee?
I think I'm only one of 8 people in Texas that drink coffee even when it's really hot outside. And I don't think they wanted to fix a whole pot for me. But
they didn't offer, that's for sure.
And the Japanese don't have a French press, so I would have asked them to do that.
No.
But my food was good. It had an assortment of so many different things, and there was one sauce, and you probably know the name of it. It was something in a little bowl. I wouldn't call it a sauce, but it was something you could dip stuff in. It looked like soy sauce.
It looked a lot like soy sauce, and probably was soy sauce, and it was quite tasty.
I poured it all over my rice. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I think the food there is very good. The atmosphere is adequate. It's not overly impressive. They do offer the hibachi style grill, and if you're looking for that, I'm sure they will accommodate you. But nicely, you don't have to do that. You know, I feel obligated at some of these hibachi restaurant places that I have to sit there and watch a show by somebody who may or may not be very good at what they're doing.
Yeah, and I've experienced sitting with Brad when he's with somebody that knows what they're doing. It's really embarrassing. However, let me say this about some of the stuff I was eating. Some people might want to know about this Japanese.
I doubt it.
There was a deep fried something. It might have been a sweet potato You didn't eat any of it, even though it was on your plate.
No, I don't care for that.
You said maybe it's a pumpkin or something.
Yeah, the waitress mentioned that it might have been a pumpkin
Son
of some
of a
sort.
gun. It didn't have the color of pumpkin, but it was tasty. Now, after saying that, Brad, I could, you could thinly slice a welder's mask and deep fried, and I'd probably eat it and like it.
That's probably true. Well, you know, if you want to go to some place that has the Asian cooking, I think Shogun is a great place. If you're looking for sushi, hey, you're going to have to check with somebody else because I don't eat it, he don't eat it. We don't have any comment or clue as to what sushi would be all about.
Little baby egg rolls. I call them egg rolls.
They were spring rolls, actually.
Spring rolls. They're little bitty. What's wrong with
They were small.
You know, maybe
well, the Japanese are a smaller people.
I didn't know that. Smaller than the Chinese.
I'm not even going to go there.
But you know, the Japanese, the other place. I'm not supposed to talk about other places, but they didn't even have egg rolls. This place did have spring rolls, but they were too little.
Well, there you
go. One
go.
little egg roll, it was the size of my thumb. Pull my thumb, Brad.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we better get out of here on that one. I'm Brad Meyer, restaurant critic for the Conroe Courier.
Mark Hayter, columnist for the Courier and the Villager. Answer your cell phone, Brad, and then let's. You're gonna wear a French hat to the next.
It's not. It's a chef's hat. You know, I could be a chef at Japanese Steakhouse. It could be. So. Until later. Bon appetit.
What he said. Shogun's thumb up. Oh, I wanted to say one thing, Brad. Come back, people. Come on. No, get up. Stand up. Okay. Brad, there was one thing I wanted to say about Shogun's. Do you mind?
What?
The music was beautiful. In fact, it inspired me to do one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the coveted Brad and Mark Best Restaurant Music Award, sometimes called the Mark and Brad Best Restaurant
You can just call it the Mark Award.
Right now, in my vote, and Brad, we both get a vote, and if we tie, I'll break the tie. Shogun's had the best, or Shogun had the best music. They had classical music, and at the end they played that "Ooh, Love Hurts," not by the Everly Brothers, but by that rock group. Do you know the group?
I don't know what you're talking
All
about.
kinds of different music. It was beautiful. So, folks, the group to beat now, or the restaurant to beat, is Shogun's. They're great. Now say bye, Brad.
Goodbye, Brad.
Goodbye, folks. Look at that, Brad. He's got the treble clef and everything.